Throughout history, there have been many powerful states, but very few have had as great an impact as the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire possessed immense power, stretching from Europe to North Africa in the Middle East. With its roads, army, law, and cities, it was one of the most advanced states of its time. But in 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire collapsed. What if Rome had never collapsed? What would the world be like today? Rome's power didn't come solely from its soldiers. Rome also established a vast engineering and administrative system. Thousands of kilometers of roads were built throughout the empire. These roads allowed armies to move quickly, fostered trade, and connected cities. The Roman army, or Roman legions, was one of the most disciplined armies in the world. A Roman legion consisted of thousands of trained soldiers. Through discipline, training, and tactics, the Roman army won many battles over hundreds of years. What would Europe be like if Rome hadn't collapsed? After the fall of the Roman Empire, a great political vacuum formed in Europe. Historians call this period the Middle Ages. During this period, Europe was divided into small kingdoms. Wars increased, and scientific progress slowed in many regions. But if Rome had survived, this period might never have happened. Rome's centralized administration could have kept Europe together. Could it have become a single giant world power? Rome was already a vast empire. If Rome hadn't fallen, it could have conquered even more territory over time. Perhaps all of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East would have remained under Roman control. According to some historians, if Rome had remained strong, it could have become a very large world power. Of course, this is not certain, but Rome's potential for growth was quite high. Would Rome have adapted to technology? Rome was quite advanced in engineering. For example, Rome built massive structures using concrete. The Colosseum, which still stands today, demonstrates the power of Roman engineering. Rome also built aqueducts to bring clean water to its cities. These structures are known as aqueducts. If Rome hadn't fallen, technology could have continued to develop. The Roman army could have eventually used gunpowder, rifles, cannons, and even modern tanks. What would the Roman army be like today? The Roman army was already very advanced in terms of discipline and organization. If Rome had survived to the present day, its army would probably have transformed into a modern structure. Roman legions might today be using modern tanks, warplanes, advanced navies, but their name might still remain legion. Could Latin have been the world language? The official language of Rome was Latin. Many European languages today are already derived from Latin. For example, Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese. If Rome had never fallen, Latin might have been much more widespread throughout the world. Perhaps many countries would be speaking Latin today. Who would have discovered America? In 1492, Christopher Columbus crossed the Atlantic Ocean and reached America. But if Rome had remained strong, maritime technology could have developed much earlier. Perhaps the first person to discover America would have been a Roman explorer. Rome was a state that placed great importance on trade and exploration. Why did Rome fall? There were many reasons for the fall of Rome. Some of these are economic problems, political crises, civil wars, attacks by barbarian tribes. Ultimately, the Western Roman Empire collapsed, but the Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, continued to exist for hundreds of years longer. Conclusion: the Roman Empire left a great mark on history. Many systems we use today come from Rome. Law, urban planning, roads, architecture. If Rome had never fallen, perhaps the world would be a very different place today. Perhaps there would be one great empire. Perhaps there would be billions of people speaking Latin. But history chose a different path, and Rome remained one of the greatest empires in history.